Channel 3 News!
In the USA Today, Sandusky was convicted of 45 counts of abusing 10 underage boys over the course of 15 years. With Sandusky's sentence, he will likely spend the rest of his life in prison. Sandusky is appealing the case. Fox News said high Penn State officials may have or knew that they were dealing with a pedophile on their campus, but did nothing about it, just because they were worried about the school's reputation and about being humane to the molester.
In related news, CNN reports, attorneys release confidential Boy Scout files on allegations of child molestation. In response to the files release, Wayne Perry, president of the Boy Scouts of America, said the group is deeply committed to youth protection. If that's so, then why did you let this happen? Why did you protect over 1,000 suspected child molesters? In its verdict, the jury held the Boy Scouts of America 60% negligent, the Cascade Pacific Council, which oversees scouting activities in the region, 15% negligent, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, 25% negligent. Now to Danny with the rest for this evening.
Wikipedia had this to say. The Catholic sex abuse cases are a series of convictions, trials, and investigations, all allegations against child's sexual abuse crimes committed by the Catholic Church priests and members of the Roman Catholic order against children as young as 3 years old, within the majority being between the ages of 11 and 14. Many of the cases span several decades and are brought forward years after the abuse occurred. Cases worldwide reflect the patterns of long-term abuse and cover-up reports. Examiner.com had this to say. A former priest in Australia came forward with information about a system of cover-ups within the Catholic Church to hide sexual abuse of children. This is what he had to say.
I am aware that some of the other priests were actually pedophiles that were not necessarily becoming priests.
Wanted to help people, but because they were pedophiles who wanted the opportunity.
And here's Jenny with the topic of Lance Armstrong being stripped of his medals.
CBS News report said American cyclist Lance Armstrong was stripped of his 7 Tour de France titles and banned for life by cycling's governing body. The U.S. anti-doping agency accused him of leading a massive doping program on his teams. Armstrong denies doping, says that he passed hundreds of drug tests. Longtime sponsors Nike and Trek Bicycles have dropped him, as have other companies. Armstrong also stepped down last week as chairman of Livestrong, the cancer awareness charity he founded 15 years ago after surviving testicular cancer, which spread to his lungs and brain. Armstrong still maintains his innocence. This has been Channel 3 News. Thank you and good night.
This is whatever that is, Channel 3 News!